Hey, it's your old pal Fernbark, and today we're going to take a look at Milwaukee's new 18-volt, 16-inch brushless chainsaw. So this is brand new out there on the market. I just picked this up a couple days ago. This comes as a kit, which includes the 12 amp hour battery, a charger, and of course the saw. Let's take a look at this baby before I get it nice and filthy. So as I said, it comes with the 12 amp hour battery. This thing is a beast. It's really heavy. I weighed it. It's 3 pounds 7 ounces. I have not weighed the chainsaw, but I can tell you it is also incredibly heavy. You can see there's still a little bit more room back here. I wonder if they plan on making a battery that's bigger than the 12.0. From the side, you can see we have a trigger lock and the trigger button. This unit also has a place to add oil for the oiler in the chainsaw, and it actually has a working chain brake. Located on the bottom of the unit is a chainsaw tool that's wedged inside here. Oh, it's in there really tight, which is good. But anyhow, it allows you to open and close these screws that give you, or these nuts that give you access to your chainsaw chain. And you can make an adjustment. You can tighten and loosen the chain right there. It's pretty standard. Most chainsaws look just about the same as that. And just for comparison, here are the two chainsaws that I've been using for the last 3 years alongside the new Milwaukee unit. Milwaukee claims that this will outperform a gas-powered unit up to 40 cc's. This guy right here is 38 cc's. I've got no complaints about this other than I just don't really like running a gas engine. It's kind of a pain in the neck sometimes, and it's a little stinky. So I'm hoping that I will enjoy this as much as I like this one. We'll see what kind of torque this has in comparison. I know that this thing eats trees like it hates it, so saying that this is going to perform the same is a pretty bold claim. This is Ryobi's brushless 40 volt unit. It works pretty decent, but it has nowhere near the speed that you get with this. This is nice for limbing, or if you're in a tight spot and you don't want a real heavy motor. This is really lightweight, super easy to use. This isn't terribly heavy, but after a while it gets pretty heavy, and I'm kind of concerned about the weight of this one because it feels heavy just picking it up. We'll see how it compares to this in a second. Man, when you look at it from this angle, the Milwaukee looks really big. Let's see how much they... Weight is pretty similar. The Milwaukee might be just a little bit heavier. And it whipped right through it. Noise is clearly a factor. Starting up a gas engine is a lot more of a pain in the neck. The gas definitely has way more speed. But I've been using that other electric for a long time, and I really like it. So if this Milwaukee is even close to the gas, that's going to be a huge... And because someone's going to want to see it, here we go. Milwaukee Ryobi. Well, it doesn't really seem like the Ryobi is going as slow as I recall it going. It's pretty close to the Milwaukee. So, after running this guy for a couple, 3 weeks, I got some opinions about it. Basically, I really like it. It's pretty much similar in weight to my other electric chainsaws, and it way outperforms the Ryobi, and I also tested it against a Ego 56 volt chainsaw. This is easily about twice as fast as either one of those two units. But when it comes to performance against a gas unit, I would say that it is definitely not as fast a cutting tool as a gas chainsaw is. I mean, you could see that quite easily on the tape. Now, what I might say though is with the 12 amp hour battery, you're probably going to get more cut time than you would with a tank of gas on a gas powered chainsaw. So from that, if you want to count that as performance, I'm going to say yeah, it outperforms gas in that one singular area. Also, I mean, you get the easy on, easy off feature. You don't have to deal with mixing your gasoline. Refueling is as fast as popping in a new battery. I mean, there's so much to like about an electric chainsaw, especially one that is as fast as this one. Would I get it over other brands? A lot of it depends on if you're already into that battery system. If you're not into any battery system and you got the $400 to pop into this guy, it's definitely a great saw to have. If you're looking, if you're cutting smaller logs like this big around or smaller with your electric chainsaw, you could save a couple $100. Get the Ego or the Ryobi. It works just as good on the smaller logs, or those other chainsaws work just as good on smaller logs as this one does. When you start getting into the bigger logs, those other chainsaws really bog down, and this one just flies right through it. So hope that helps you guys make a decision on a chainsaw. Thanks for watching.